Excuse me. I request everybody to please take their chairs, please. Request all the dignitaries to take up their chairs on the dais. I request Engineer Satish Salpekar to escort Dr. Swaroop. Chairman Satish Raipure sir. Secretary Engineer Meenal. Yeah. And we have Mundle sir with us. Good evening, engineers. On behalf of ACCE Nagpur Center, I, Sudhanva Shingare, Treasurer Nagpur Center, welcome our today's guest, Dr. Swaroop, Member Secretary ECI, Engineering Council of India, and DG CIDC, Senior Engineer PR Mundle, Engineer Satish Raipure, Chairman ACCE Nagpur Center, Engineer Satish Salpekar, Governing Council Member, Association of Consulting Civil Engineers India, Engineer Meenal Dehadrai, Secretary ACE Nagpur, and my dear engineer friends. Today, we have gathered here to hand over the certificates to all the new professional engineers registered under ECI. Engineering Council of India, ECI, established in the year of 2002 as a federation by coming together of a large number of professionals, institutions and organizations of engineers to work for the advancement of the engineering profession. ECI visions for enhancing the image of engineers in society by focusing on quality and accountability of engineers and to enable the recognition of expertise of Indian engineers and their mobility at international level. In our country, there are many regulatory bodies to give legal status to the profession such as law, medical, chartered accountancy, etc. ECI creation came up also as a consequence of need of regulating the professions of engineers, the profession of engineering in India to give legal status to the engineering profession and to ensure the ethical practice of engineers in India for the security and welfare of the society. Accordingly, ECI took up the task of facilitating drafting of a draft of Engineers Bill to the Ministry of HRD, Government of India in 2007. ECI currently has 32 organizations as their members, and to name a few, we have ACCE India, Indian Society of Trenchless Technology, Indian Society of Structural Engineers, Indian Building Congress, Indian Concrete Institute, Indian Geotechnical Society, the Institute of Engineers India, and many others. Registration of professional engineers, associate professional engineers, student engineers, and some other categories on a voluntary basis has been launched by ECI on November 16, 2015. Criteria for registration in the national registers and the code of ethics have been laid, and a board of registration of professional engineers has been set up by ECI. The board of registration of professional engineers is to create a core of competent engineers whose academic qualification and experience is at par with the international standards, who can be authorized to sign and approve an engineering design or process and supervise and certify implementation or execution of projects as per the standards, and who could be held accountable for the outcome of the engineering activity under their purview. This is essential to continuously develop the standards of engineering profession in the country by introducing the concept of accountability of profession in the profession, to facilitate international mobility of Indian engineering professionals, and to develop a database on professional engineers. We have here Dr. Swaroop from the ECI and also DG of CIDC. I request Engineer Satish Raipure to welcome the sir. Among the guests, we also have one of very old senior engineers, Engineer PR Mundle. I request Salpekar sir to welcome Engineer PR Mundle. I would request Satish Raipure sir to welcome our guest, please. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. I am really thankful to all of you for gathering here on a very short notice. Just last week, this proposal was decided and all of you here. I am really thankful to you. First of all, I would like to welcome engineers Sri Swaroop for coming here all the way from Delhi. Yesterday he was in Hyderabad. From Hyderabad he directly came to Nagpur, and just to interact with us and distribute the Engineer Council of India's Professional Engineer Certificate to all of us. Those who have registered, around 80 members from Nagpur city have registered for this ECI, and those who are not registered till yet, I request them to please collect the forms from the registration counter and get registered. This is very essential for all of us, all the consultants, to get a professional engineer certificate from the ECI. It will help us in building our bid for engineer's bill. Detailed elaboration of this will be given by engineer Swaroop sir. I also thank our a very veteran senior engineer Bhaiya Sahab Mundle for gracing this occasion. We are really fortunate to have you here, sir, with us, among us. Thank you very much. I will just let you know some programs that we are going to carry out next month. Next month we are going to celebrate Engineers Day on 18th September at Scientific Hall. Honorable Cabinet Minister Sri Nitinji Gadkari has consented to be the chief guest. He is going to deliver a speech on the metro rail and its advantage. I request all of you to please come for that Engineers Day function. Every year we celebrate this Engineers Day function for a common cause of people. One more request I would like to make to all of you. Since last year, we are contacting all the members to give their information like name, address, profession, what they are doing, and their photograph. We would like to print a directory of all the members. Since we don't have any directory of our members, SCC members, we would like to do that as early as possible, and as far as if possible we can publish that before December. That's all from me now. I once again thank you all and welcome Swaroop sir and Bhaiya Sahab Mundle for this function. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Chairman. I would like to request Satish Salpekar sir to have some few words.
Good evening, everybody. Last many years, all the engineers have been fighting for engineers bill. Unfortunately, the response from the government was always lukewarm. After the last effort in last 5 years, all the engineering associations who are members of Engineering Council of India have decided to have our own register. Without waiting for the government, we have decided to have our own register. Association of Consulting Civil Engineers is member of the ECI, and as a part of ECI, ACC has asked all its members to register themselves as professional engineers. And on the last date of 30th June, till when the concession was given for registration, I am very glad to inform you that Nagpur had a major share. About 85 registrations have been sent from Nagpur center. I was just talking to Dr. Swarup, and I come to know a very interesting fact about this registration. These registrations are valid for 5 years, and every 5 years you need to renew them. While renewing the registrations, you will have to show your performance. There are about 250 points for 5 years. That means for each year there will be 50 points. Out of 50, 20 points will be for the professional work that you do, and 30 points will be for your continuous professional development. That is, you need to attend the conferences, seminars, workshops which are accredited by ECI, or you need to deliver lectures, you need to publish your papers. For all this work, you get points. And at the end of 5 years, your points will be considered for renewal. This kind of system is already there in the medical field. Unfortunately, we engineers, we have failed in this aspect, but better late than never. Let us start it. Today Dr. Swarup has brought the certificates of all the registrations from Nagpur and is going to distribute it. I expect all those who are not registered should register themselves in a big number. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Engineer Narayan Persapure was supposed to share dais with us, but due to some unavoidable reasons he could not come on time, and so he'll be a bit late. I request P.R. Mundle sir to have some few words.
Honorable Chief Guest of today's function, Director General of CIDC, Dr. P.R. Swarup, dignitaries of the dais, and my dear friends. I feel I am a misfit in this gathering. I was not supposed to attend this because I do have my own problem with my eyes, and it's very difficult for me to nowadays to attend any more functions. However, Mr. P.R. Swarup, being my old, very near and dear friend, insisted upon me that I must be here, and that's why I am here. I thank this association for giving me this opportunity to speak to you. Actually, this subject, I was more connected with the Builders Association of India as the national president of the association, and we tried to get the recognition from Government of India. The problem with Government of India is that they recognize everybody except engineers and contractors. They give Padma Shri to all cine industry, sportsmen, whatnot, all MLAs, MPs, everybody gets Padma Shri or Padma Awards, but they never care for our contribution to the development of this country, which we have been giving for the past 70 years. They talk of development, they talk of infrastructure industry, they talk of everything. But they never feel, government doesn't feel, that we engineers, architects, contractors, we have also contributed, we have sweated for the development of this country. You know, that's why I always say, for everything, they want our service. And they don't want they don't want to recognize our associations,